She went from working the register at Wendy's to becoming the first rapper ever to land for a Billboard Hot 100 top 10 hits in a single year. But less than 2 years after reaching that peak, everything started to slip. In just 12 months, she lost more than 25 million Spotify listeners, dropped over 540,000 Instagram followers overnight, and released an album that performed so badly it was labeled one of the biggest letdowns in recent hip-hop history. So what went wrong? What happened to the artist who once had Taylor Swift and Nicki Minaj competing to collaborate with her? Before we break down how it all unraveled, we need to rewind to January 1st, 2000, where this story really begins. Born Isis Nyjah Gaston in the Bronx, New York, Ice Spice grew up between two different worlds. Her mother was Dominican, her father African American, and after her parents split when she was just 2 years old, her grandparents stepped in to raise her. As a teenager, she attended Sacred Heart High School in Yonkers, where she played volleyball and lived a fairly normal life. She later enrolled at SUNY Purchase to study communications, but the daily commute from the Bronx quickly became overwhelming, and she eventually dropped out. What came next were humble beginnings, working as a cashier at Wendy's and The Gap, getting by while quietly holding on to bigger dreams. Everything changed in 2020 when she met producer Riot USA at SUNY Purchase. Influenced by artists like Lil' Kim, Nicki Minaj, and even Taylor Swift, Ice Spice started writing lyrics in her iPhone notes over hip-hop beats. Her stage name came from a fake Instagram account she made back in high school. In March 2021, she released her first track, Bully Freestyle, after a bus seat challenge video began gaining traction on Twitter. But it was what happened next that truly changed her life. August 2022 became the turning point. Ice Spice dropped Munch Feelin' You through World Star Hip Hop, a drill track with a catchy hook and bold, unapologetic lyrics that quickly took off on TikTok. Then Drake played the song on his Sirius XM station, Sound 42, and suddenly everything exploded. Within weeks, she signed with 10K Projects and Capitol Records. By January 2023, her debut EP arrived, featuring tracks like Bikini Bottom and In Hot Mood. What followed was nothing short of remarkable. 2023 became her breakout year in ways few could have predicted. Boy's a Liar Part 2 with Pink Pantheress peaked at number 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Karma with Taylor Swift climbed to number 2. Barbie World with Nicki Minaj and Aqua reached number 7, while the Princess Diana remix with Nicki Minaj rose to number 4.
What would you say is an album or song that changed your life? You remember hearing it and it just, everything shifted.
Pink Friday. People know this, yes.
She went on to become the first rapper to score 4 top 10 entries on the Billboard Hot 100 in a single year, stacking up awards along the way. MTV's Best New Artist, People's Choice New Artist of the Year, the BMI Impact Award, and 4 Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist. Her monthly Spotify listeners climbed past 38 million, and her unmistakable Bronx baddie persona turned her into a cultural force that reached far beyond music. By early 2026, she had racked up more than 7.5 billion total streams on Spotify. It felt like the world was hers. But as history reminds us time and time again, the higher you rise, the harder the fall. The first signs of trouble surfaced in early 2024 when tension between Ice Spice and fellow rapper Latto began to spill into the open. Both artists occupied similar lanes in hip-hop, with Y2K-inspired visuals and bold, unapologetic lyrics. And in the competitive space of female rap, comparisons often turn into conflict. In February 2024, Latto teased her single Sunday service with a video that included a clip from Ice Spice's Pretty Girl collaboration with Rema. Ice Spice took as a shot and responded with "Think You the Shit Fart," firing off lines like, "I got my foot on their necks, I can't let up." The back and forth continued throughout the summer. Latto posted a celebratory cake topped with a poop emoji and a caption, "Think I'm this," a clear reference to Ice Spice's song. Ice Spice addressed the situation during a July Rolling Stone interview, clearly frustrated but measured. She questioned why someone would take a moment meant to celebrate their own success and turn it into something about her, noting that it almost felt like an unintended compliment. Although the two would eventually squash the feud and collaborate on GUAT in September 2025, the damage to Ice Spice's public image had already started to take hold. Then came May 2024, and the controversy that truly shook her career. A former friend, Baby Storm, leaked private text messages in which Ice Spice referred to Nicki Minaj as ungrateful and delusional, the same Nicki Minaj whose Pink Friday album had once inspired her. The messages revealed frustration over contract talks, particularly around publishing rights tied to their collaboration Barbie World, with Ice Spice feeling Nicki was demanding too large a share. The leak triggered immediate backlash from Nicki's fan base, the Barbs, who are infamous for coordinated online attacks capable of derailing careers. By July 2024, Ice Spice addressed the situation head-on, explaining that the messages were sent during a moment of frustration over negotiations and admitting she could have chosen her words more carefully. She stressed that her respect for Nicki Minaj remained intact, stating,
I tried to really let our lawyers handle everything and our managers.
Yeah.
But I was already signed when she was trying to sign me, so I think that's where the hiccups were.
Yeah.
Because it was really no room anymore at that point.
Yeah.
To make a new deal. I'm signed to 2 labels, so that was already a thing. It's all love always. I still look up to her. She's my.
Unfortunately, the internet doesn't forget easily, and once trust is broken, it's incredibly hard to earn back. And just when things seemed like they couldn't spiral any further, another controversy hit in July 2024. Social media influencer Malene RG accused Ice Spice of cheating with her ex-boyfriend, rapper Central C. The situation played out publicly on TikTok, where RG posted videos claiming she was completely blindsided by Ice Spice collaborating with Central C on their song Did It First. The track dropped on July 12th, and its cheating-themed lyrics only added fuel to the fire, making the accusations feel even more believable. Later, RG addressed the situation on her podcast, saying, "He publicly violated me by portraying infidelity without telling me. I felt used." Ice Spice denied any romantic involvement, insisting she and Central C were just close friends, even referring to them as twins. Still, many people believe the entire situation was staged, calling it a calculated PR move designed to generate buzz and drive streams, whether real or manufactured. The damage was done, and Ice Spice's public image took yet another serious hit. But that controversy paled in comparison to what happened a few months later. In September 2024, during her Y2K World Tour, opening act Cleotrapa came forward with explosive claims of mistreatment. She alleged Ice Spice gave her only 1 day's notice to join the tour, left her name off promotional materials, offered no help with luggage, excluded her from group activities like meals, and even denied her food, specifically a chicken salad, because of budget issues. Cleotrapa also claimed she had to cover her own 5-star hotel stays and said her purse was left unattended, leading to an unauthorized $700 charge. Ice Spice fired back, calling Cleotrapa ungrateful and entitled, emphasizing that she still allowed her to share the stage despite having fewer than 10,000 monthly listeners. She even mocked the situation with now-deleted social media posts referencing the chicken salad incident. While her manager attempted to defend her, the backlash continued to grow. Rapper Azealia Banks publicly sided with Cleotrapa, offering her a paid performance spot at a Halloween show and criticizing the industry's tendency to dehumanize Black women. The fallout was immediate and severe. Ice Spice lost more than 540,000 Instagram followers, signaling a dramatic shift in public opinion that would shape everything that followed. With her reputation already on shaky ground, Ice Spice released her debut album Y2K on July 26, 2024. Expectations were sky high. This was supposed to be her defining moment. Instead, the album debuted at number 18 on the Billboard 200, selling just 28,000 units in its first week, far below industry expectations. Critics slammed the project, calling it painfully basic and criticizing its repetitive drill beats and shallow subject matter. Fans echoed those sentiments online, labeling many of the tracks forgettable and pointing out a lack of artistic growth. In an effort to revive the album, Ice Spice released a deluxe edition in December 2024, featuring NLE Choppa, DaBaby, and Annual AA. The results were even more discouraging. The deluxe version sold only 4,800 units in its first week, an almost unthinkable number for an artist who had dominated the charts just months earlier. Her Spotify monthly listeners reflected the decline, dropping from over 45 million at the start of 2025 to around 15.1 million by January 2026. That's a loss of nearly 25 million listeners in just 1 year. Live performance issues only added to the narrative. On New Year's Eve 2024, while headlining Australia's Wildlands Festival, Ice Spice arrived 25 minutes late and performed just 2 songs before her microphone was cut off, leading to widespread accusations of disrespect. Her appearance also became a topic of constant scrutiny. Rumors swirled about the use of weight loss medication, and as her frame became noticeably slimmer, Fans claimed she had lost a look that once defined her brand. In December 2025, she faced backlash for wearing a revealing outfit to a SpongeBob screening, with critics calling it inappropriate. Legal trouble followed as well when Brooklyn rapper Duval D. Chambers sued her for copyright infringement over an Hamoud. The case was ultimately settled out of court in September 2024. Despite everything, Ice Spice has remained defiant in recent interviews, stating that her focus in 2026 is making more money and retiring by age 35. She's pushed back against the decline narrative, pointing out that Y2K still outperformed her earlier EP. At just 26 years old, her story is far from over. Artists have survived worse comebacks, but time is ticking and the industry isn't known for its patience. Click on the cards on your screen to watch more videos like this.